Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man, aka the last Spider-Man you'll ever need. You know, like this is the such and such Spider-Man, like this is the definitive Spider-Man. And that whole point of this line is that it's the quote-unquote end-all be-all Spider-Man, as I was saying. And which is obviously not true because it's Hasbro and like Spider-Man's such a profitable character. We're probably going to get like 100,000 more Spider-Mans in the next like 10 years, you know? And hopefully we get on this body, kind of a spoiler alert, I guess, for how I feel about this figure. Hopefully we get the symbiote on this body because, oh man, give us the symbiote on this body, give us a classic Spider-Man on this body, give us, which I guess technically now, wouldn't this be considered a classic one? It's just from the 90s. Oh my God, I'm old. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into the detail because there's a lot to go over with this figure and I just want to continue talking about this figure. So the eyes look great, the lenses, it just looks so awesome. I love how this looks. Like even on the lens right now, it looks like his eyes are so far apart that like how would he even see out of these? But in person, it really doesn't look like that. I don't know what it is to where this figure just, he kind of looks ugly on like camera, but he looks so good in person. Maybe I just got old eyes, I don't know. But the logo looks great, I love that. The back logo as well looks super awesome. You can see it kind of goes onto the, which this is a little weird. It goes onto the butterfly joints. So that's something they definitely, I definitely get why they did it because it creates that like perfect look when you get it at a distance. But if you have him where his shoulders are forward, it's like, what the hell? Why does he have like a weird line growing across his back? But it looks good. I like the dark blue and the bright red. Well, this red's actually a little bit more muted, I think. It's got like more of an orange tint to it, which we'll go over in the comparisons. But the web lines look great. They're not sculpted, which I know a lot of people were like, oh, why didn't they, you know, if it was a maximum, why didn't they sculpt them? I don't think Spider-Man needs to have sculpted web lines. I think anyway. I feel like he doesn't. But now going over what Peter comes with, because I kind of am doing this out of order because I took a look at the detail first. He has, obviously, this standard head on here, which it's got the McFarlane lenses, which look great. He has wall-crawling hands, which these, I think, are the same wall-crawling hands we've gotten. Actually, no, they're not. I'm pretty sure everything on this figure is new. I'm almost positive that everything is, because if you look at the hand pegs, like here is the fists from this Spider-Man. These pegs are a lot smaller, and the red on them is almost a little translucent, which is a little strange. But I'm pretty sure that everything from this figure is new. So he does come with a pair of fists, which if I can find the other fist, I'll show you guys. There you go. So, which, oh, I didn't even realize that. Mine has an issue. It's not painted on the one side of this, but that's okay because I have two versions of the Spider-Man. He has the wall-crawling hands, like I said. He has a pair of thwip hands that have webs attached to them, which is so cool. We've never seen anything like this with a Hasbro Spider-Man, and these look so cool. And I love that they're different webs, too. It's not just like one-to-one mirrors of them. And they do have hinges on the, like, towards the bottom of the hands, which is so cool. I love this. They look great. These are perfect for ACBA. Instead of trying to use, you know, like the twisty type, you know, bendy webs, like those kinds of things, which I love those. Those are great. I love them. But like we don't have many options for small webs, like where it's just coming out of there, you know, like, oh, will his web get to this person in the nick of time, you know, kind of thing. He also comes with a pair of thwip hands that don't have the webs. And I love that these are asymmetrical as well. He also comes with a pair of grabbing hands, you know, web swinging hands. And these look great as well. They have the up and down hinges, which is also fantastic. It does come with a head sculpt that has the one lens a little bit more closed, sort of like a, what the hell? Well, you know, what's going on? Like his Spidey sense is going off. And speaking of the Spidey sense, we get a Spidey sense effect, which is so cool. And it just, oh man, please Hasbro, give us a Maximum Daredevil, please. Because imagine the radar sense, like that'll look so good. And then the articulation and everything. But this looks so cool. I love this. And I do recommend, please, when you do this, try to pull it apart just a little bit. It's like the slightest little bit of flex, but I would do that because otherwise doing it, you know, a lot of times you're probably going to start chipping the paint off on the sides. So just please be careful. And Peter also comes with an alternate unmasked head. I personally don't like this head. I love the hair. I think it looks great. There's just something so, like, dead about his eyes. Like, so serial killer dead about his eyes. I can't place it. I don't know. Maybe it's the lips. I don't know. there's just something that is just unsettling to me. It also comes with a pair of alternate forearms that have his web shooters and then open hands, so you can, like you saw in the thumbnail, he can look like he's trying to mess with the web shooter and test it, which is so cool. I know probably some people are going to complain and wish that these were hinges, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for it to, you know, have hinges. So, and this, having this option of like the alternate forearms and being in this position and the Peter Parker head, it reminds me of that old Toy Biz Toby figure. That also comes with these web accessories, which, let's go over this, pretty standard-ish sort of web design. One which is really cool. I believe all of these are brand new, but this is really cool. It is pretty much just, you know, is what it is. It's just a web that comes out and looks really great. It's, you know, pretty pliable and everything. There's also a base stand, which I don't know. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. Catches in the light a little bit there. You just put that on there, and like so, he's got a web shooting out, which is pretty cool. So you could have him like he's shooting multiple. You could have him with a flip hand, so he's got the one coming out this way, and then like the actual web getting ready to go hit somebody, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. He also comes with this questionable looking web, which looks pretty good. This one's a hard plastic, and it has a hole in there, but I don't know if this one fits into here that well. There we go. So that one, like if you want to kind of use it as like a fist, or if it's swimming towards the egg, you can do either one of those. He also comes with a shield, which is pretty cool. It actually has the clip on there, which is, you know, for this, it's all right. It's not bad, but be careful because you don't want it to chip off the web lines or anything. But this is cool. I love this idea because we've seen him do this a whole bunch in the comics, you know. So this is really cool, and it's got a lot of great detailing on it. It just looks really nice. And this is actually more of a hard plastic as well. And then he comes with these two webs, which these are very pliable. These are definitely just for swinging, or, I mean, actually, you could probably tie this around somebody, like have it sort of loop and then maybe like gently tie it. I think that would work, no problem, honestly. Yeah, but these are really good. I believe they're unique sculpts across the two of them too. I don't think they're the same one. They don't look like it anyway. Kind of show you guys the ends of them here. Yeah, these look, they might be the same. No, they're not the same. That's cool. I'm glad they actually did that, because they really did not have to do that. That's one that you could definitely like double up if you really wanted to. So he has a disc hinge for the top of the neck, so his head can go up that far and then go down. He can bury the chin. He's got a dumbbell at the bottom of the neck, which is pretty solid. It could be a lot better. I wish that it was a little bit better, but as is, you know, hey, I'd rather have it than not have it. So it can go that far, you know, can go that far forward, and then using both these to go back. It can't really go that far back, but, you know, a little bit. It's not too bad. His shoulders go out that far. Butterfly joint can go pretty much all the way back, decently far forward, so he can get his arm pretty much all the way across his body, which is awesome. It's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that go up pretty much all the way. If I could get this to like unstick, there we go. Can go up all the way. He has interchangeable forearms, so let's pop that off real quick, show you guys that. So that is why he has the shorter hand pegs, because otherwise they'd be able to go in farther into the body. But yeah, you can swap out the forearms, which is pretty cool. Which, can I get this back on? Yes. He has pretty much all the hands have the back and forth hinge, you know, except for the web swinging hands. As for his torso, he has the reverse ab crunch, so his torso can go that far to the side, that far to that side, rotate, you know, all that good stuff. Can crunch a little forward, little back, but all together you can get him to go that far forward and that far back. He has drop down hips, which are actually pretty tight, which I'm glad about, because then, you know, over time you don't have to worry about, you know, you go to pose it and then like the leg kind of starts to droop or fall or anything. But his legs can go out that far, which is decent. It's not the best. I don't know why. I feel like I might be crazy, but I think the Renew Your Vows can go farther than that. I don't know. But his legs can go that far up, which they start to jet out because of the drop down legs, but you can do that. Can go that far back, you know, and starts to jut out as well. He has thigh swivel, which is very tight on mine. I might have to go in and try to shave down a little bit of the plastic there. His knees are double jointed, go back that far. He has, of course, boot swivel. His feet can go back that far, up that far, ankle pivot, and of course, toe joint. And now on to some size comparisons. Here he is next to the Renew Your Vows Spidey, and then what's left of my custom Amazing Fantasy Body Spider-Man. And it's kind of cool. We got like young Peter Parker, young adult Peter Parker, adult Peter Parker. Like, it kind of drifts up a little bit, which is pretty cool. I did not expect, for whatever reason, I did not expect the Renew Your Vows to be taller than this, but I like it because it makes him just a little bit smaller. And I also love the fact that this is a different body, like, altogether. Like, the proportions are completely different because it's an all-new sculpt and everything, and it just, this body feels like Spider-Man to me. And that's not to besmirch the Renew Your Vows body at all, because I love that body with this cel-shaded Daredevil. I hope the next one they do is Daredevil for the Maximum line. Like, I'm excited for that Hulk. The heads are a little questionable. If you guys saw my Instagram, you kind of heard my thoughts on those. But I hope that we get a Daredevil in the Maximum line, because imagine him getting the wrapped hands and, like, a beaten and bruised head and, like, maybe even opposable wire for his billy clubs. Maybe. I could see them trying to do that, maybe. Because I feel like for this Maximum line, I mean, hell, they gave Hulk a rubber torso. They're trying to, like, dip into the, like, import quality of stuff a little bit. Maybe they'll give us, like, a wired cape for, like, Thor or, like, Doctor Strange or Doom, you know? Like, that would be so cool. I like how these look, especially now, because while we wait for a Maximum Daredevil, they're not on the same body, which is great. And then here he is next to the Mafex Spider-Man with a Farrell Store head sculpt, and then the Mafex Daredevil. And I really love how these look as well. I think they look great. I love the fact that he comes with every hand that you could want, and then some. He comes with the, you know, Spidey sense effect. God, this figure is so good. If you're a Spider-Man fan, this is perfect for you. I know people were like, oh, the pricing and all that stuff. Blah, 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 blah. If you don't like the price, don't buy it. But if you like the figure and you want to get it, get it. Don't let anyone rain on your parade, because this is so cool, and it's well worth it of a figure, in my opinion. So, yeah. That's going to do it for me, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.